elevators to reach us so I can bring you up to the power plant. It is very difficult to, at a moment's notice when the elevators get back down here, reorganize this all again. So please, please, please just stay where you are. Again, my name is Xander. If you have any questions about the dam while we're waiting for that minute, again, I'll be happy to answer those questions. Beyond that, we are just waiting for a minute, so thank you for your patience.
Where does the wetness come from?
Well, we are in the Black Canyon right now. There are cracks inside the canyon wall. There are naturally occurring aquifers or springs inside the canyon wall. And there is, of course, Lake Mead up over in that direction, roughly, over there. Water is going to seep through the canyon wall.
No matter what.
Yeah, can't stop that.
In the room we're in, there was a black pipes on top. What are those?
The pipe overhead was just for air. It's part of our air.
I'm trying to hear. I'm so bored.
At the deepest that they had to dig through, there would be 130 feet to get down from the riverbed to that. Of course, some parts, they were also wet in nature. Sorry. Oh, those bolts are part of the system that we use to just keep the tunnel stable. So rock anchors to prevent.
So what kind of rock is this?
I forgot. He said he told us in there.
Xander, what kind of rock is it? We've forgotten.
I don't know that I mentioned that yet. So this is a volcanic conglomerate, the rock that we're looking at here. The main kind of volcanic rock making it up is something called andesite breccia. And what's neat about that is it's a large reason why the dam is here. You may have heard the Hoover Dam being referred to as the Boulder Dam, and that is named after the Boulder Canyon. But you may have noticed earlier, I did not call this the Boulder Canyon. We are not at the Boulder Canyon right now. We are in the Black Canyon. So the Boulder Canyon would have been a fine site for the dam. The problem being that that site was made out of largely granite. So granite is actually pretty good rock to hold up a dam, but very difficult to excavate through. This is also determined as fine to hold up a dam, but a lot easier to dig through, and so it's a large reason why the dam is here.
Okay, folks in the back end, please move opposite us.
They didn't follow instructions. Like staying with your people, you see what happened?
How many are in your party? How many are in your party? Two? I'll have you two on here.
Okay.
Everyone else in the moment is going to be on that elevator there afterwards. Please just stay your right, folks. We'll get another group coming by. Thank you. For those of you getting on this elevator, I'll be back over to move the elevator in a second. I just got to load the other one. Thank you for your patience.
You're welcome. He said thank you. Please and thank you. I bet they get tired of people by the end of the day. They have lots of buttons. Surprisingly, I guess I didn't expect there to be multiple levels down here or whatever.
Letters.
This was a big tunnel before they excavated over there, all these elevators in.
Pretty fall.
So this elevator ride is going to be a lot faster, folks. We are only going up 30 feet last time as opposed to the 500 feet down. And, well, that's it.
Oh, and there, here we are.
Right this way.
Okay. Oh, so, okay. I don't mind being in front of the line.
I know you don't.
I sure don't. Oh man.
Welcome in, everyone.
How
You
far?
can find anywhere along the railing for your best view here.
I'm gonna get right at the end.
Please don't get stuck at the door for me, folks. We got more people coming in. Thank you.
Here, babe, figure out how to get in this picture. Well, I'm sorry. Yes, because we're doing it the dumb way. He's gonna take the picture of us, babe, and then tell us which way to go for the show. Thank you, dude. I'm sure they're good. Do you need us to do the same for you?
Take all
Here.
of the photos of the power plant before.
All right, team.
I'm talking. Go ahead
Sorry,
and
my
get
bad.
started on your photos now.
Uh-oh. I made it power.
Another of
Okay,
these
we're good.
incredible contrasts created by the Hoover Dam.
Make
In
you
front of
smaller.
you, mankind abandoned
Yes,
nature to
1,
make some
2,
light
3.
in the dark.
I want to get a little
And what
more
is
in your
really incredible
background.
about this renewable
Okay, your
hydroelectric
first one
power,
is in focus. The
the
others are blurry. Take a look.
serving the so much
Lord,
of the
thank you.
American
That's
West.
a good picture of you guys.
That in a way, this is what made building the
Okay, you're
Hoover
welcome.
Dam possible. See, it was agreed that in order for Congress to provide the funding necessary for this project, that the Hoover Dam would have to pay for its own construction using the revenue made here in its power plant. And folks, as of 1987, all of that initial cost of the dam has already been paid off in full. But you then are probably more so curious about what is going on in front of you with the whirring and spinning here and now. Let's talk about that. We have 8 of these large commercial generators in this wing, the Nevada wing. And behind these some ways is the Arizona wing with another 9 generators over there. Each one makes up to 130 megawatts, and altogether that is enough to serve the needs of around 1 million homes. And you can see just how these generators are making that much power. They all have, well, the top 30 feet of the generator that you see there, but then also another 40 feet of each generator below the surface.
Wow.
Down there is where the part of the generator called the turbine is. That part, the turbine, looks like a water wheel. The water hits into that from the penstock, and that spins the silver shaft you can see poking out of the middle of the generator N1. That is the shaft of one of the rotors for our generators, and of course along the outside of those rotors are magnets. Those magnets spinning past stators is ultimately what makes the power. Looks like, though, at the moment, N1's rotor is not spinning. You can see that visually there. You can also see the light on top of it is not on. Looks like at the moment, only generators N5 and 6 are operational.
Yeah, you can see the
Inside
light
there,
on.
the rotor spins at 3 revolutions per second to make that power. Now, truthfully, we do also have one more light on in this wing you may have noticed, that being the N0 light right up front here. And that would indicate that the rust in color generator inside the fence there is also operational. This is a Pelton water wheel. It makes a proportionately smaller 2.4 megawatts, and there is another in the Arizona wing doing the same thing. Though it is relatively less, it's very important. It's